A journey back home.
Saa 1:43.
She texted me and told me she has left Congo and that she is now in Ethiopia. On Sunday morning, she told me she had boarded and that we would speak when she got to Nairobi. A journey to work.
Our urgency and heaviness is compounded with the extreme loss of bright environmental leaders, youth trailblazers who were nominated by their government to travel to Nairobi to advocate for environmental protection and marine conservation. A staff member of UNEP who was a committed gender advocate and passionate champion of sustainable development and the goals, and the links to the environment. And a World Bank staff member who dedicated his life to connecting people around climate change solutions, from storytelling to photography. These environmental and climate actors, these concerned actors in our human community, and the many other victims whose time does not allow me to name, came to Nairobi with a purpose, as you all have. There are no words for these times of loss, but we must honor these leaders with an urgency in the work that we do.
Same ending, death.
Please join me in a moment of silence and prayers in our own ways, keeping affected families and loved ones in our thought and heart, and may they rest in the eternal peace. Can you all stand up?
Sending the world into collective mourning.
And present my condolences and perhaps to have all together a minute of silence for all of them and these losses.
It is with a very heavy heart that I convey my deepest sympathies to the families, friends, and colleagues of the victims of the tragic crash of the Ethiopian Airlines flight ET-302.
One family in Kenya lost 5 family members across 3 generations. A painful silence lingered here at a time when they would have been celebrating their return. Our hearts are broken because these deaths have wiped out a whole family. We are so sad. We are so devastated. At the scene of the accident in a farmland several kilometers from the Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa, personal belongings lay scattered. The scene, a clear indication that there would be no remains to take home to bury. Some opted to carry a little soil back home. Closure is all they wanted. Officials from the Ethiopian Airlines say it could take up to 6 months before the remains can be positively identified. Sarah Kimani, SABC News, Kenya.